Hello everyone, my name is Dreama, and today I'm going to be doing a intuitive reading. So this is not going to be a reading where there is a certain kind of spread. As many of you already know, I normally do client readings, and I did a reading on Summer Wells actually a few months ago. But there's been some things that have happened that, honestly have just kind of led me to do another. And the main reason is that in the other video, I think I explained that I felt really strongly about this case, and I don't know why. And I still don't know why. What I do know is I believe, because of my last reading, that Summer Wells, who disappeared from Tennessee June 15th, 6 months ago today, from her home, I believe that she's no longer living. And that's based on other reading I did. Okay. In the past 3 to 4 weeks, some really strange things have been happening. At night, I am being visited by Summer. And it's odd, because that normally doesn't happen to me. Not in regards to a true crime case. To other things, yes. But the visit is odd. It's basically, it's just Summer walking through the woods and laughing. And I can see her walking, and she's walking along a ridge. And then she just disappears. Now, this has happened more times than I can count in the past month. As a matter of fact, I've lost quite a bit of sleep over it because I just don't know what to make of it. So I thought, maybe what I need to do is I need to do another reading and see what she's trying to tell me. Because I really feel that she is trying to tell me something. And I believe it's something about the day that she went missing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually just pull some cards. It's going to be an intuitive reading. And the question I have today is just one. And that question is, what happened that day? What is Summer trying to show me that I'm just not seeing in these visitations at night? So I'm just going to start from the top. And I'm going to pull out 4 cards. Hopefully you guys can see that good. Okay, hopefully you can see this. This card is the Queen of Coins. Now, to me, because this is an intuitive reading, okay, what I'm seeing here, I don't know if you can see the light. I believe that Summer has passed on, but she's not moved on, if that makes sense. She's still here with us. She has not moved to any other realm. She is here, okay? And I'm seeing that she's trying to shine a light. I don't know if it's just me she's reaching out to. I doubt it. I figure there are probably a lot of other people that she is reaching out to, okay? And it looks to me, just from the image, I'm just using the image, okay, that she's reaching out mainly to women. And I'm not sure if there's a significance to that or not. Normally, this is about being grounded and calm, but there's a lot of strength in here. So I believe that Summer is shining her light out to reach out to other people because she wants to tell them what happened that day. I don't know if others are not understanding, like I said I was. I'm not understanding what she's trying to show me. Okay. And then we have the 10. Now, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but as you can see, there is a key. Okay. Now, the key, I believe, is there is a key to all of this into what happened today. And this is something that has not yet been unlocked. Okay. Normally this would be about finances, but that's not the question today. Okay, the question today is that, where is Summer? What happened to her that day? And what she's trying to tell me and everyone else, I think, is that there is someone that holds the key to what happened that day. And she is kind of surrounded by all these people that she's trying to talk to with this card. Okay. And again, we have, now this is a dreadful image. You really, have to say it is. This is the Six of Coins, and this normally means people giving things or things like that. But as you can see in the card, the woman's hand is stretched out like this. She's trying to get or give something. And I again believe this is Summer reaching out to all of us. Okay. Now, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, again, we're going to be using this in an intuitive manner. So, normally this means that someone's on guard, and I think that might be what's working in here to play. Is whatever happened to Summer that day, the people that are doing it, the one that holds the key, they are being extremely guarded about what happened to Summer. And she is trying desperately to tell us. Okay? So I'm going to pull some more. Whoop. Okay, well, we have some reversals. We have the Strength card. Okay, I'm going to turn it back around so you guys can kind of see it. But, to me, this card is normally about courage and just, being a very, very strong person. A lot of power. But it's upside down. So what we have is the opposite effect. What happened on that day with Summer was done with someone who was very weak. And I don't mean weak physically. I mean weak psychologically and mentally. This is a very weak-minded person. A person that is not powerful and doesn't feel powerful. Whoever did this to her is someone close to her, but that person feels powerless. Okay? Then we have the Four of Cups. Now, as you can see, there's a man and he's looking up. Okay? It almost to me looks as though, he's gazing up into somewhere. And as you can probably see, there is an image up there at the top. And, normally this card's about being bored, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. Someone just contemplating something. Whoever did something to Summer that day, this was something that was planned. I don't believe it was planned for a long time, but they were contemplating and thinking about doing this to her. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups. Now, this is about partners. It's about two people being together. So on that day, with what happened to Summer, I believe there were two other people that were either involved or they were with her when it happened. Okay? And then we have the Sun upside down. Okay? Now, of course, we're going to have to read it in reverse because now it is upside down. And when it's right way, it means success, happiness, everything is fine. When you turn it upside down, what you get is the opposite. That day for Summer was pretty miserable. She was not happy, not even a little bit. It was a terrible day for her. There was no hope. It was chaotic. And there were people that were trying to harm her. Okay. So we're going to pull four more. Okay. Well, we have the Star. Again, like the Sun, okay? This is also about hope and calm and things like that. What I believe is that, there was a period that day where things were calm and hopeful. But something happened during that day. Whatever it was, it turned her world completely upside down. Okay, now we have the Five of Wands. Now, I don't know how well you guys can see it. And this, as you can see, there are all these people that are just they're in conflict with each other. There are struggles and problems and arguments and fights. This is what I mean by the chaos. Something happened, and there was an argument of some sort the day that Summer left and was missing, okay? There was a power struggle going on between some of the people there at the house. Summer was aware of it, and it may very well be part of all of this, okay? Well, then we have the wheel. Now, as most of you can probably see, it's a wheel, it's a circle, it's about change. Okay, there were some changes that happened that day. I believe probably the loss of her life, that really turned her world, like I said before, upside down. Now, what I think is that there were obviously some people that were involved in whatever was going on with Summer. There was a conflict between several people, and it ended in her life ending. And then last of all, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, this is someone that's usually passionate and mature, okay? So what that tells me is there was someone there that was a mature person, and they were very passionate about the things that they felt, which I believe would lead back to this and all the conflict, because there appears to be a lot of conflict going on that day, the day that Summer went missing, okay? I'm going to pull some more because I really want to get as much as I can, because I'm not sure what she's trying to tell me with, showing me that she's walking through the woods. And when she's walking, and when I'm seeing her, she's not dressed in the outfit that she was in the day that she went missing. It's kind of odd. She's dressed in a little dress, so it's not the same clothing. Okay. Now, this is, as you can see, the Judgment card. Now, this really is about rebirth, a new phase, okay? So whatever happened to Summer that day, this was a rebirth for Summer in some sense, and it was a new phase of life for the people that did something to her, okay? Whoever did this, it was done because they believe that this needed to be done. It was something that needed to be done. It was a new phase. It was almost something they had planned, maybe not a long time ahead, but they planned it. And they were trying to move past whatever this conflict was. And somehow, Summer got caught up in that. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Coins. Now, not sure how well you can see. This is usually about comforting things, okay? Things that make you feel better. As you can see there, the lady is surrounded. So I do believe that the day this happened, there was a time where Summer was at peace, and she was surrounded by people that did care about her. But something bad happened later on in the day. I don't know what time of day this happened, but at some point during that day, 6 months ago today, she was feeling hopeful, and she was having a lot of fun. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups. Now, this is about someone trying to avoid feelings and hold things back. And I don't believe that was Summer. That was someone within this group that did something to her that day. And whatever it is, they are just trying to push down all the emotions. Because now I think they are very sorry for what they have done. So they're just going to push those feelings down. They don't want them. And they were trying to do that day, because that's what we're talking about, after Summer died. Okay? And then we have the Eight of Wands, as you can see. Now, this one, it's kind of hard for you to tell, but there is slightly a circle, like an arch at the top. And this is normally about, working hard and things like that. But from the picture, what I'm getting is you can probably see these staffs, okay? And to me, what I'm thinking is that when she was in the woods, and what she was trying to show me, is that she was surrounded by these people, the people that were trying to hurt her in the woods. I believe that's where it happened, is somewhere in or near the woods because she's just surrounded by all these people that have a conflict. So somehow she got caught up in it, and it just turned really bad. Okay. Okay, and then we have, again, an upside down card, and it is, as you can see, the world, and it is upside down. So basically, it's normally about, everything being complete and great and wonderful, but it's upside down. So what that tells me is there's something that is incomplete. And I believe that's what Summer is trying to tell all of us that she's reached out to, that there's something incomplete, something that is stopping everyone from finding out what happened to her that day. Someone or something is hindering the process. I don't know if it's on purpose. Okay, I don't. And then we have the 8 of coins. Now, this one is, about being focused and things like that. So it looks like to me that the day this happened to her, the person that was trying to harm her, or people, were extremely focused on getting rid of Summer. There was definitely a reason behind it. I believe it was due to anger and resentment and things like that. But whatever it was, whatever happened that day, made these people extremely focused on Summer. She was definitely the target. There's no doubt she was the target. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Now, this is normally about, celebration and fun and laughter. And I think what it's telling me is that during that day, I really believe that there, like I said before, were times. And I think the day started out that way. And as it grew later in the day, things bad began to happen. Now, as you can see, at the bottom of the card, there's a little water. So I think that what Summer is trying to say is that somewhere in the woods, on the top of a ridge, not far from there, there's some sort of water, okay? And somehow she ended up being near the water. I'm not saying she's in it, but what I'm saying is whatever happened to her, I believe happened near water, okay? I'll pull 4 more. I hope you guys can see this. Okay. Well, next we have the Tower. Now, this tells me that everything collapsed. It all came crashing down, and it was sudden. It was planned by whoever was doing this to her, but it was not planned a long time ahead of time. It was a sudden change. Summer did not expect this. This was a complete surprise to her. She didn't understand why they were doing this to her. Yeah, it's just, that's what I'm getting. It's just, everything just kind of collapsed, and when this happened to her, she didn't really understand why it was happening until it was too late. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Cups, and it is upside down. Now, the right way, this means joy, happiness. This way means sadness. So, obviously, the people, her, Summer, and the people there with her, were feeling extremely sad. I believe this was something that once this had happened, I think it dawned on all of them that, something really bad had happened, and it just devastated whoever did this at the time. I believe that Summer wasn't expecting this. It was a surprise, because she's only 5 years old, remember? But whoever did it, I think, planned it out pretty short term, probably within a few hours. And once they did it, then they were extremely sorry that they had. And now they don't know what to do. Okay. Now, this is the Page of Swords. Now, the page, normally what I would get from it is someone that's just not mature. Someone that just does things without thinking. So I think what happened to Summer that day is she did something, and she really wasn't thinking a lot about it. She was 5. Whatever it was, it angered the people around her. Okay, and they began to decide that they needed to get rid of Summer. And I don't think, like I said, that she really understood what was going on at that time. Okay, now I'm going to pull 4 more, and then I'm probably just going to move on and see what happens if I get any more messages from her. Okay. Okay, we have the ace, as you can see. Now, the Ace of Wands is, to me, it's kind of like things are starting anew. It's a new beginning. Things are starting over. So I do think that for the people that did this with Summer that day, to them it was a fresh start because it was something that just needed to be done. Okay, and we have the World. Again, I've got 2 decks here, and as you can see, this person is completely and utterly surrounded, okay? It's about a celebration of life. So after this happened to her that day, whoever it was, they felt extremely guilty, but they also felt like there was a burden that was just lifted from them. I believe they saw Summer as a burden. Next is the Chariot. Now, I don't know if you can really see, hopefully you can, but there's a whole lot going on in this card. There's someone that's moving and, they're trying to go forward. Someone is trying to move away from this. They're trying to move the blame to someone else of what happened that day. They know what happened, but they push it down. They don't want to think about it. They just want to move on. That is the goal. Okay, and then the last one is the Moon. Now, I don't know if you can see it well, but you have 2 people here and a lady in the center. Now, to me, this is more like it's about a mystery. It's also about dreams. And Summer is not only coming to me in my dreams, she's coming to other people. Because as you can see, there are 2 statues here. There are 2 up here. She's appearing to other people in their dreams, besides me, reaching out, trying to tell us what happened to her that day. Okay. I think I'm going to call it good for now with this. It did give us some information of what was going on around the people that day and Summer. And I do hope that whatever it is that she is trying to tell all of us, that becomes so clear soon. Okay, guys, I'm going to close for now, and I will see you next time.